Okay, hi everyone. Good morning. So it's my pleasure to be here today for our coffee talk with alumni. We are having Mr. Colin with us today.
Good morning,
Okay,
guys.
I'm Eliza. Okay, I'm head of School of Business. Okay, Faculty of Business from Faculty of Business. I'm sorry. Okay, we are here today to share some information with you about our alumni, Mr. Colin. Okay, Mr. Colin is our MAHSA in Business alumni. Now he is doing his PhD in MAHSA. Hi, Mr. Colin.
Hello, guys.
Okay,
Thank you for joining us this morning.
okay. So let us start. I would like to share with all of you about my faculty. Okay, so faculty in business actually is offering various type of program. Okay, such as we have diploma. So under diploma, we are having diploma in business, diploma in marketing, human resource. Okay, hotel management, restaurant management. Okay, and we also have degree. Degree in business, we have degree in accounting, hospital management, okay, restaurant management, okay. Not only that, we also have masters and PhD, okay. So Colin is our masters and also PhD students, okay. To start today, we would love to hear some sharing from Collins, okay. Can you share with us your academic journey in MASA, Collins?
All right. Thank you, guys, for joining. My name is Collins. So I have already finished my MBA in MAHSA. So a few years back during the pandemic, we had some ups and downs during the pandemic because you had a lot to focus on your family well-being. Everybody was scared of their family, and then you still have to focus on your studies also and the examinations. So, but um, I was able to scale through all the stress and all the mental breakdown and all of that. So now, currently, I'm doing my PhD with MASA, and there are quite a lot of a few motivations that actually propelled me to proceed with my PhD with MASA because getting masters is already considered very good also in the business industry. Masters is a very good high qualification, but proceeding to PhD has its own other benefits also. And one of the benefits or one of the differences with a master's holder and a PhD holder is you from if you're holding a master's, you will if you're starting up if you're taking up an employment in any organization, in the starting level you can only be able to start with probably an executive or up to the level of manager. So that is the maximum level that you can start with, and they will also compare with your years of experience. So, but if you're holding a PhD, you can start up to the level of C-level positions, which is chief of operations staff or CEO, whatever C-level, chief of finance, or whatever C-level that is in that organization. So that is up to the level that you can start with. But of course, they will still have to consider your years of experience also. But if you graduated, if you're coming in with a PhD program, they will usually take 2 years experience, including your qualification. But if you're coming in with a master's degree, they will probably require about 7 years experience with your degree. So those are the differences between between having a master's and having a PhD. And then if you also have your PhD, you can also be an independent consultant. You can do your independent. You can also engage in your own independent research, and you can be contracted by companies or even individuals to conduct independent research for them. And then if you're working in an organization also, you can be an analyst also. So you have a very high level of regards in whatever, whether you're already working or you are about to start with your qualification. And then you will always be at the management level, even at your starting point, the entry level, or if you have been already been working with that organization, with your PhD, let's say for instance you have been working with this organization and you decided to further your studies up to PhD, it automatically comes with a promotion up to the management or the C level. So you will be you. That's why you see in some organizations, some people have been working in that organization for many years, but their promotion is usually from executive to senior executive or maybe up to assistant manager. But if you have a high qualification like PhD, your promotion goes up very rapidly, up to the top management and chief of IT department, chief of operation officer, or whatever C level. So those are the benefits of having a PhD. And then you can also be an independent instructor, or you can be a lecturer in a university or college. So, for instance, as a foreigner in Malaysia, one of the requirements that for you to be a lecturer in any university or college is that you must have a PhD. So, if you're a foreign student studying in Malaysia, in this in this business department or whatever department, let's say you really have something in you, you want to make an impact with what you have learned so far, and you want to be a lecturer or an instructor in any of the local or university colleges, any of the local university or colleges, then you must have a PhD. Master's degree is not enough for you to teach in any university. You must have a PhD. That's one of the requirements that you must have as a foreigner. So this is also another benefit for you to have your PhD. And now some people, not all everyone doing PhD in management actually came from the business sector. Some of them came from the IT, some of them came from the
Oh,
engineering,
you
some of
come
them
from
came from,
IT, isn't it?
yeah, for instance, me, I came from IT to PhD management. So now, if you finish your PhD management, you don't necessarily have to teach. If you want to be a lecturer, you don't necessarily have to teach in anything regarding business or management. You can teach what you studied, what you got from your first degree, your bachelor's degree. So all that is required is for you to have that title as a
Doctor.
doctor, yeah, or PhD holder. Then you can teach whatever you studied back in your
Mm.
first degree. So there's quite a lot of benefits that you can have if you are able to get your PhD. It's not an easy journey. Takes about 3 to 6 years to finish because it's fully research. And MAHSA also do have bachelors in doctors in business administration and then PhD. So it's two. They are in the same level but two different titles. But they have the same title actually. The doctors in business administration also carries the doctoral title,
Mhm, the
and
same
then
title.
yeah, the same title. So, but the DBA comes with exams, comes with coursework, and also mixed mode can go with research also. But PhD is fully research. So
Research
you
base.
have an option to choose whether you want to go for DBA or PhD, whichever one is convenient for you. And in MAHSA also, they do have flexibility, especially for local students. If you want to extend the time of your research, they don't really pressure you. Can as a local student, you can go up to take up to 6 years. Let's say you're already working and you don't want to engage in it like every day, like so concentrated. You can take as much time as you want to complete your PhD, but you have to remember that as soon as you complete it, better for you. So you can already pursue your career because that's like the climax of education, formal education. So if you already have it, you will already be just be good in whatever you're studying. You will already be appreciated in the organization you're working or whichever one you're looking into going into. So those are some of the basic benefits of having your PhD.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Collins. Okay, Collins, as a international students, okay, in MASA we have quite a number of international students, and some of them can easily get along with the new culture. Some I can see they are taking some time to adapt changes. Okay, what they are having in their home country and in Malaysia is very
Different.
quite different. Okay, so how you find MASA in terms of preparing you as a international student to adapt the culture, to prepare you in your higher study? Okay, what is your advice to some of the international students in MASA?
one of the things I love about studying in MAHSA is that the friendliness of the lecturers. Now, studying with lecturers that are uh, um, comfortable enough to guide you even outside the classroom. Let's say you're conducting your research and then you have a supervisor that is very strict, not giving you much attention. You know, being a PhD student doesn't mean that you are already very good in the education or you're already very good. You still have some little mistakes or some things that you still omit or you don't really know. So for you to be able to succeed in your research, you really need a very friendly supervisor, a supervisor that will understand your mistakes. Let's say you're doing your data analysis and then you do some errors. You don't know how to use the tools like SPSS or smart SPLS that you have to use for your analysis, and then you need to consult someone, and that someone is your supervisor. If your supervisor is not a very friendly person, they can just tell you to you go sort it out yourself.
How
They just
about
want the
outside the
result.
study?
Yes,
The support system come from maybe student central, maybe local friends. Are they really help or support you? How they
yeah,
support you?
that is also part of the thing also because with the in Massa they have a student central and it's very supportive. Apart from
Mm.
educational stuff,
Yeah.
they help as an international students. For instance, if you're traveling outside Malaysia to other countries, like me, sometimes I do travel to Singapore or the
Mm-mm.
nearby countries. So the student central are the ones that will issue me a kind of a letter that will say that yes, this person is studying here and is a good student, and then we kindly request or plead with you to grant him the visa or
Mm.
whatever that assistance that he's needed. So that is one of the support that you get from the university also as an international student, and then also the international or local students that you will be studying with that you will see around the campus also. I think the friendliness is very much
You find
in an
Malaysian
acceptable
is
level.
very friendly.
Yes, Malaysia is a very cool as long as you are not a troublesome person. That's what I've been here for quite a while, so I
How many
noticed
years have
that
you been in Malaysia? Since your
I
degree, isn't it?
since my first degree, I think I've been here for about 8 years already.
8 years.
Yes, and
So what
then
are the Malay words you have learned?
I have learned quite a few Malay words. I
Okay.
think
Maybe can you share with us today?
I actually tried to start learning Chinese, but kind of
Oh,
bit
that is
difficult for
advanced.
me. Yeah.
You learn bahasa.
So I started learning Bahasa Melayu because the words, the alphabets are written in English
Mm-mm-mm.
like
Yes,
alphabet, so it's
quite
quite
easy.
easy for me to capture.
Mm-hmm.
So macam tu saya nak belajar
Oh, not
Bahasa
bad.
Melayu. Tapi saya boleh cakap Bahasa Melayu tapi bukan banyak sikit-sikit je.
Okay.
So
That
I
is
try to
okay, not
learn.
bad. It's a try. How about
So
understanding? You can
understanding,
understand.
I can
Oh,
understand.
that is
Actually,
good.
I can speak and understand, but I just try to keep it down. I don't want to because when I speak, I don't want to make some silly mistakes that people wouldn't understand. So yeah,
Okay. So what
it's
you
quite
love most
friendly too.
when you being in Malaysia? What are the things that you find new but you really like it? The food, the culture.
Yeah, the food and the culture. Like sometimes I like to go for food hunting,
Mm-hmm.
go to
Local food.
places. Yeah, go to places like Penang. I've actually gone to Sarawak to eat their char kway teow.
Mm.
So and then places like Penang also they are very famous with food. So and seafood also. Actually, it was when I came to Malaysia that I started eating seafood. I wasn't really very familiar with it in my country.
Sabah is
So
rich in seafood.
Sabah and yeah, because they are very close to the sea.
Mhm. Okay, Colin, thank you for that. Okay, next I would ask you, what is your advice for those new? We can see many prospect coming today and also yesterday. So, what is your advice to them if they want to join MASA?
Yeah, this campus specifically has a lot of equipment for different studies, for different programs you're going
Yeah.
for, especially the medicine and also the business. Actually, the business department has all the equipment they need to teach. For instance, hospitality. They have a full-blown restaurant
Yeah,
in
we
the
have restaurant.
campus. Yeah, so everything they are teaching is kind of
Hands
very
on.
practical, hands-on. So you don't have to like. I think I can count. quite a few universities that have something like this. I think I haven't been able to say because I've been to a few universities in Malaysia. So if you're coming here, I think you made the right
We also
choice.
have a good facilities here, isn't
There's a
it?
lot of facilities. There's a lot of things for recreational facilities. Also, there's almost all of them. There's an Olympic-sized swimming pool inside the campus. So there's
We
a
have gym
full-blown
also.
gym, and then futsal and football field as big as the one at Bukit Jalil. So
Mm-mm.
it's a very fun place. I think you're
Mm-hmm.
going to love it here. if if any one of you still want to check it out, there's every weekend they do have open day. So almost every weekend, so you can actually casually come and take a tour in the campus
Yeah,
and
we
see the
provide
facilities.
campus tour. So if
Hmm.
you want to see what MAHSA is offering you if you join us.
Sure.
Okay. So we have any question from the audience?
Yeah. What is
Mm.
the comment section is not open? Should be here.
This one for the attendance.
Oh.
Any question from your side? We have new student today joining us. Hi.
Yeah. Please come and sit.
What's your name?
Azam.
Azza.
Okay.
Come this side.
Have,
Sit
oh,
here.
okay. You can sit.
Just a few questions. Yeah.
Hmm.
Here, here.
Yeah, you can
Come
come
in the
to the
camera side.
camera.
So with us today, one of our audience, okay, our new student, he will be joining us on next semester, August 23 student. You are pursuing your diploma in business
Administration.
administration. So
Okay.
he will join us next week for orientation. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Azra. You have any question to the panel or to
Yeah, I
moderator?
have a question for you, right?
Okay.
Out of all studies, right? Why business?
Why what?
Why
Why
you choose business?
business?
Why he
Okay,
choose
okay,
business?
why business? Number one, I have a very huge interest in business. Number two, which is management. Actually, PhD in management is not all about business. Actually, it contains organizational behavior. It contains business also, contains management in every industry. So not only business related. And apart from that, I have a very huge interest in business. So, and that is one of the most flexible PhD you can do without much stress. So those are kind of the few reasons why I chose PhD in management. And if you graduate with your whether
Diploma.
BBA or diploma, probably you would like to go for a bachelor's. And then if you graduate, I will advise that after your diploma, you try to go for your
Degree.
bachelor's. Yeah, because in every organization, unless you're very comfortable with remaining as an executive or a very lower junior executive. But if you want to upgrade your career, yeah, you go for bachelor's, so they can also give you a much higher level of a position. So if you do have something like that, then you will not only you if you can have option to either work in an organization or start your own business. So now you already have the knowledge in the university on how to manage, because in your business degree they will teach you financial management, they will teach you organizational behavior, they will teach you business ethics, they will teach you. There's quite a few
Business
subjects. There will business
communication.
communications and business research methods, and then your research. They will teach you a lot of all these subjects, which is very very relevant for you to if you want to engage in your own business. So you can use it to start up any business at all, not only trading, anything at all that has to do with business. So that's why it's very much advisable you.
It's one of the
Continue with
way to survive
business.
Hmm.
in the competitive job market.
Yes.
Enhance your study. Because nowadays the requirement to enter job market is quite high and they want experience, higher education level, right? Okay. Thank
Welcome.
you very
You have
much.
more questions?
Huh?
Do you have any more questions?
Okay, one more question.
Very good.
Uh, should I go for master after I finish my bachelor, or should I go for another field of degree?
It's not unless you change your mind during the process of finishing your diploma or bachelor's. If not, it's better for you to proceed in that field that you are already on because this master's, this MBA, is kind of very versatile. It's not only on business. Actually, there's a hospitality, there's hospital, there's a business, there's a lot of other things that you can do. Actually, I also intend to start up an IT company. So my knowledge from this business will help me to run the management department of the business, while my knowledge from IT will help me to run the operation part of it. So you don't really need to switch if you haven't already. Yeah, if you want to continue to MBA, there's a lot of opportunities there. So probably if you want to work for any organization, I think most of the jobs, unless it's back-end jobs, most of the jobs doesn't really require you to study that thing exactly. For instance, to be an IT analyst, they only need diploma or something. They don't need much. So to do other things in the organization, like working in the business development or even working as a faculty staff, not the academic, the operation, yeah, they don't need much from you. So there's not much of a reason for you to switch unless you have any future plan of what you want to do in the future.
Proceed,
Hmm.
enhance to the higher level is maybe after master you want to do your second degree also can.
Yeah, you can also do
Mm,
that, but
can
after you finish your bachelor's,
why not just go straight? Don't go
yeah,
backward.
it will be like you're starting afresh,
Mm,
and that's a waste of time also.
mm.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
Thank
thank you,
you,
Azra.
thank you.
Okay, I think that's all for today. Okay, I'm very pleasure to host the coffee talk with Collins today. Okay, thank you very much everyone for joining us. Okay, thank you also for Azra for the brilliant questions.
Someone has a question. Machita,
Oh, okay, QR code.
okay.
Okay, those who joined today, you can scan the QR code for your attendance. Okay, Azra ada QR code. QR code tu ada.
Okay, you want to give a closing remark. You give a closing remark and then we
Okay.
can. Yeah.
Okay, thank you everyone. I hope the sharing today will open your eyes in order to enhance your study to a better level, diploma, degree, masters, PhD. Okay, don't stop your journey halfway. Okay, it will prepare you to the very competitive job market nowadays. Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, guys, one last thing. To if you want to progress to your masters, don't look at the time because masters is a very flexible degree that you can do. It's not if you even if you're already working, like the classes are like only twice in a week and usually towards the weekend, so you would have enough time to do it while you're still working. So
Online.
and there's an ODM mode also. So it's quite flexible. They have a lot of flexibility in it. So you don't have to worry about the time if you're already working or even if you're not working. You can do it in a very comfortable. And the classes, even if they schedule the class during the weekday, if it's not very comfortable with you, can always discuss with the lecturer or the faculty. They will always work something out. So it's quite easy for you to go through it. Thank you guys for joining. See
Okay,
you
thank you
again. Bye bye.
everyone.